everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Desync. Not so Secret Saturday. When we last left off, we were mulling over the fact that I had to tear this apart. So I spent the last 8 hours blowing up some fireworks, collecting gunpowder from the dungeon, and really just at least collecting it. I don't have sand right now, so I just brought it with me. But honestly, the most beneficial thing here is what TNT that I was able to produce. I strategically used as best as I can. The top entirely needs redone. It's not if. I just need a square to actually build off of. But what has currently been blown to pieces, I will adjust. And I did try to leave that hole is because I misjudged one of the placements and it ended up falling through the floor and blasted a hole in that one. Which, honestly, if I just kind of crack that all the way down to that floor, we can kind of get something cool there. So, a happy little accident. But for now, we gotta just redo all of our cobblestone. No big deal, just unfortunate that I have to do it here. But I thought of a way better idea, so I'm doing the idea. And I can tear apart the wall at a later date, but getting the ceiling done will allow me to kind of visualize how I want like these cracks to kind of go. Because supposedly it's like an energy surging. Problem is, it's like without a concrete actual reference to go on, we only have what looks to be cooked stone and bricks and half melted bricks and bulging rocks. So that leaves not much to go off of. Because sometimes some of the energy looks like it comes from above in some places, and other places it looks like it's coming from the ground. So, hard telling. Really hard telling. So we got that to work with though. So we can, could I have done it from the bottom up? Yes. But the problem with doing it bottom up means I have to tear out the wall and then replace it anyway. Or I can just blast the top and have the bottom be stone. So a small redo for okay. I seem to have lost my character again. Thanks. So with that in mind, it's just a lot easier to redo from the top. And then I can choose to drag out certain sections down with me. Like, I might have a section that goes all the way down, probably that area where I blasted a hole in already, and bring that all the way down to the second floor. hopefully it kind of now makes sense on what meltology kind of is. Now that you're kind of seeing me try and build an architectural style using its methodology. Or at least the proposed pseudo theory. I don't know. I think it's a cool theory to kind of operate with. It actually would probably be a cool fantasy world to actually use. Because then you wouldn't get mocked and laughed at for having done such a thing, but it is what it is. Section over there. Okay. All my bricks are fine, at least. Such beauty. I did have another build idea for later. I'll have to see what feature updates change in either Secret Saturday or wait for vanilla. But I had a cool build idea to operate with at some point. Who likes cyberpunky futuristic stuff? Remember that lava that we spent so much time acquiring? Let's do it again, but for a build instead of paintings. Could be cool. We'll probably forget it. I'll probably forget it at some point. Because the only options are glowstone, prismarine, which is way down the line, or lava, which is available in both. I know. Well, I don't really know, but I think we get something to do with redstone here, or an alternate light source as a block at some point. I couldn't tell you when or why, but I think we're getting one at some point. I don't know, having something other than torches would be really nice to light things. Alright, we got most of it. Time to actually put the new roof back on. And go from there. So this is dark as hell. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the same framework we used for building a lot of stuff. We're just going to apply it here. Want to build fast? Make a straight line every 2 or so blocks. And then fill in the middle by running across it. A slightly faster way to build. Is it a good way? Depends on your skill. But it does work. Okay. Boop. yeah, I forgot. View bobbing would definitely make it a little easier to actually hit my target, but I can't disable it. Alright. We've got chunk of the wall, or not chunk of the wall, chunk of the roof. Let's repeat it over here. 2, 2. Alright. Ever wonder what's up there in space? I do. Space, the final frontier. We used to dream. We used to dream big. And now we don't dream anymore. We're stuck in a stagnant sort of malaise. Like at some point we just stopped. We were afraid. So obsessed with getting safety margins to near zero it bloats the cost, when there should be some risk from strapping yourself to a chemical explosion for 8 minutes. The goal should never have changed to complete zero. Yes, prevent what you can, but at the end of the day, you can only do so much in terms of safety. Kind of like Challenger. That was a that was a complete fault on management, whereas something like Apollo 13, that wasn't that wasn't management issues. That was an oversight. They were already in flight and they were stuck. It's like you gotta commit with what you got. Not really a big failure on management. So it's like, yeah, it's dangerous. Things can go wrong. But things like crying about just complete safetyism is just debilitating. Where's the risk? Like, man, he who dreams dares, right? I think I'm getting that wrong, but I don't know. I just feel like pushing the pathway to Mars and beyond is needing a new approach towards not only the sciences, just get the hand off safety. Come on. Grog didn't make the wheel because an axle because he thought it was a great idea. He did it because he got tired of going up and down a stairwell. need more risk. We need more risk in society. Something is inherently missing. I mean, here I am complaining about safety when here I am building a block. Like there is not too much stopping me from going outside and building a castle with my bare hands. But here I am doing it here. I don't know. But I do hope we can get to Mars at some point. Find out if that nuclear war thing is real or not. Human femurs found on Mars. Sounds cool. It would truly upend cosmology and human evolution. Figuring out whose femurs are left behind would then really throw the theory of evolution into not whatchamacallit. It just requires intense rewriting to kind of understand what the hell happened. Now we can actually look at getting cobblestone in the walls. Got plenty over there. I'm thinking about leaving this side more complete. Save maybe this crack that's kind of up here. Beyond this, there's not much else to go with. Okay. Now we got it kind of smoothing out. I guess if we could add some sort of spider tendrils along this main crack line. Well, that hurt. I guess there is a downside to leaving my door open, or the floor open. Give me that while I'm working. I do not need to fall to my death over a hole. Yeah, that works. Not quite good looking, but this is also melting, so you can't really make melting look good. I'm leaving. Still gonna leave that hole. We could probably actually drag this whole this side of the wall down really deep, considering how much of this is already missing, and how much is already also dug out down there, pre-dug. So we're gonna actually get back up there real quick and kind of tear this little bit that's left apart. And we can really sink our teeth into the melted bit. Okay. That should be enough for that. Now to get down there without breaking every single bone in my body. Alright. We can go really deep with this. So, we're actually going to go all the way. This part didn't quite melt correctly. So we're going to just fill in a lot of these gaps. This doesn't need to go down to a point either. Not again. Why? Why does this game hate me sometimes? Do I not have collision? Alright, well, I need to get out of here now, because I'm not inclined to die. That's a long walk. I hope there is a pig outside. Does not appear to be. I know there's no food up here. I already ate it all, so I keep eating raw pork. So let's thank the game for suffocating me like that. Alright. What a blade of grass. Any more? Yeah, we got plenty of bread, plenty of apples for now. Don't want to quite eat these. Let's cook up the pork chops while we're here. Oh, hey, there's stone. Ready to be cooked. Do we have any more food that needs cooked? Loosely? No? Okay. Alright, well, in any case, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and we will see you all in the next episode of Minecraft Desync. Not the Secret Saturday edition. Bye-bye.